Thierry, journée difficile, grosse chute Etacom sur la route, la décision de neutraliser la course, pourquoi?
Alors oui, on est arrivé dans une descente où la route était mouillée. Et puis, on était quand même à une grosse vitesse, hein. Je pense qu'on était à peu près à 80 km/h. Et d'un coup, voilà, les coureurs sont tombés. J'estime à peu près entre 40 et 50 coureurs qui sont tombés sur cette chute-là. Et aussitôt, avec le président du jury, on a décidé de neutraliser la course. Alors après, c'est vrai qu'il y a eu un long moment d'attente, mais il fallait faire le point sur tous les blessés, avoir un avis médical sur cette grosse chute, cette chute collective. Et on s'est vite fait rendu compte que les 4 ambulances qu'on a qui suivent la course allaient être débordées. On a commencé par appeler d'autres ambulances. Ça demandait beaucoup de temps. Et c'est vrai que voilà, au bout de 20 minutes, il continuait à pleuvoir. Et s'est bien rendu compte qu'on allait avoir du mal à reconstituer les ambulances. Et donc il fallait prendre la décision, et avec le jury on a décidé de neutraliser l'épreuve jusqu'à la fin jusqu'à l'arrivée ici à Saint-Priest.
There's good news that 4 of our 7 guys did not crash, so also Bart Lemon crashed, but he was not affected too much. Of course that's for the Dauphiné. The leader didn't crash, so that's good news, but on the other hand, everybody on our same team is the same, and every crash and everybody who's out is as bad as another one. And today, unfortunately, it hit Dylan and Stevie.
Did Dylan also have to go to the hospital as well? We saw Steven get into the ambulance.
Yes.
And were those 2 guys on the tour team already? Were they announced on the tour team?
No, we haven't announced our tour team, but yeah, they were, of course, preparing themselves for the tour, yes.
Now, as often happens these days, a spectator with a phone had a better vantage point than the TV cameras. And from here, you really get a sense of the speed, how the riders go down without even touching each other, and the distance they travelled along the wet tarmac once they hit it.
Well, Fred, we're sort of surveying the damage. It seems that everyone's got cut shorts, torn shorts. You've got a couple as well. Just explain to us what happened on that descending section where, well, chaos did break loose.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't that technical. We've done more technical descents in the day. I think speaking to everyone had that feeling like, oh, it was a little bit slippy maybe, and yeah, we were racing to the top of the climb to get into that descent in a good position, and yeah, it was like a straight road, but obviously maybe just a touch in the brakes and bikes underneath people in the front, and then when that happens in front of you, there's not really much you can do. And I was just in the midst of it. It was a kind of memory that I don't think I'm going to forget for a long time. I was sliding downhill for what felt like a long time. I've never slid on my back. It was yeah.
Well, first of all, Chris, did you crash, or are you one of the lucky ones who did not?
Yeah, I think I was one of the lucky few who managed to stay upright there. Just went off into the bushes once I saw what was happening on the road. But yeah, just carnage. Roads were super slippery coming down that descent, and I think all it took was 1 or 2 guys to touch their brakes, and one crash just turned into 60, 70, 80 guys all on the floor at high speed. So pretty gnarly. Definitely one of the more nasty crashes I've seen.
Then there was a decision to be made by the race director. We saw you in conversation with the race director's car. Can you just tell us roughly what was said?
Yeah, I think they from the start said that the race is going to be neutralized, but it was just understanding what was going to happen with the race for the stage victory, because there was still some talk, because at that point there was a breakaway, I think, still 30 seconds ahead of the peloton, so there was still talk, like in Pays Basque, that maybe they were going to let the breakaway fight it out amongst themselves for the stage victory, and then there were other teams saying pushing more for complete neutralization, which is I think what the race jury in the end decided. So it was just about basically getting clarity on that and then communicating it to everyone.
Now, neutralised stage or not, the sponsors who pay for the various competitions require a podium presentation ceremony. And since there was no stage winner, Mathis Lebert and Tobias Meyer were jointly given the Combativité Award as a consolation prize. And Primoz Roglic, being in the green jersey, at least made him available after the stage to give his account of events.
Primoz, how are you? Tell us what happened today and how you're physically feeling.
Yeah, I mean, we're just it's crazy now with another big crash. We were all there. I mean, luckily, let's say yes, I came to the finish. Probably some of guys they didn't. For me, it's just a bit worried because I just crashed on my shoulder that I have from the past the problem. So probably yes, we'll need to check that one. But all the rest, yes, I'm fine.